Good morning, everyone. Slow and steady here, day 90, almost 3 months now. I don't know how you count the months, but it's about 3 months. Had a decent night's sleep. It was cold. It was in the low 40s and damp. You know, you can still see it's foggy. Fog's all over the clothes and the sleeping bag and the tarp and everything. So it was chilly. No real wind or anything, so it was all right. But it was only 16 miles today. Today should be 19 and change to a shelter because it's 19 or it's 31, and I don't have 31 with all these rocks. I'm not sure going into town at the next major gap. Forgot the name, but I'll tell you when I get to it. I think it's about a half mile off trail to get to any food or facilities or anything, so half mile's about my limit. I read one thing, it may be over a mile, so we'll get there, check Google Maps and see how far it really is. But I think it's going to warm up and clear up and no real rain, maybe a couple of drizzles here and there today. Last night sounded like it was raining, but it was just the heavy condensation from the clouds and dew dripping off the leaves all night. It was peaceful. It's a quiet night at camp. Went to bed, as you saw, real early. Got up real early. It's only just after 7 now, left about 7 o'clock from camp. And let's see what's up here. Not a lot of great options for intermediate miles, and I understand the climb into Pochuck, or whatever the name of the shelter is we're going to. There's about a 1,000-foot climb. I don't know if that's on the AT or if it's a blue trail. But I'll do some more homework as the day goes on and see how it goes. The good news is, my understanding is at a mile 1149 at Unionville, that's that gap where there's possible food and stuff, but it's a little ways off the trail. My understanding is at mile 1140, see, I did it again, 11, it's not 11, 1349, at mile 1349, supposedly the rocks pretty much disappear. We'll find out, and I'm going to let you know. I'm real curious too. My feet are real curious. But they're here right now this morning, like mile 1334, 1335, somewhere around there right now. Anyway, stay tuned. Oh, other good news is I asked my dad yesterday to ship out the 3rd pair of shoes. No, it would be my 4th pair. I had the Hoka mid tops, then I had the Ultras, now I have these Hoka Speed Goats. The mid tops are Anacapa Breeze, so Anacapa Breeze by Hoka, Ultra, Olympus. Now I'm on those Hoka Speed Goats, low cut, and the next 2 pairs will be that way to get me to Katahdin. Hoka Speed Goat low tops. All right, I got some hiking to do. It's going to be still going to be a long day with the miles, only 19, but with some good climbing, with lots of rocks probably, and a potential side trip into town to get some lunch, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to see what kind of time I make today. If there's plenty of daylight left, I'll do it. If there's not, it's time to keep walking and get to the shelter and get set up. Maybe try to dry some stuff out today if possible, because everything's wet from the fog and everything. All right, I'll catch up real soon. Well, story of our life. Here's the view this morning. Fog, clouds, the usual. Maybe it'll clear up by the time we get up to High Point, the highest point in Jersey. It's coming up in a few miles. All right, this is High Point State Park, Veterans Monument's this way, and the High Point Monument. There's the AT next to Bob there, big symbol. Let's go in the woods over here. Take the Eagle. We got a nice observation platform, I guess. We can look at the clouds even closer from up there.
Yep. Look at the clouds even closer.
This is a short trip on top of this observation platform because you see the view other than back of Bob's head and stick the Eagle. There's nothing else to see up here. This little ridge up here, that's the high point of New Jersey. There's a monument right here. You can barely see it, but I'm gonna walk up there, get a nice view of the middle of the clouds. But at least we'll cross off one high point. I skipped one or two on the trail, so I think I'll do this one. These are the blazes to go up to New Jersey High Point. Blue and that red and green bicolor one. And cross the road here and keep heading up. Supposedly it's only 2/10 from back there. Here's the first view of the High Point Monument. I don't think I can just start to see the top of it. Up in the clouds there. Let's get up there. Probably on a clear night with these lights. That monument's pretty cool looking. It's big. I think it's bigger than that Washington monument from a few weeks ago. Here's the view from the top, well, from the platform next to the monument. We're the highest point in New Jersey right now. I don't know if that's 20 or 30 feet above sea level, or no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, they have these signs like they did at Klingman's Dome, showing what you're looking at, but can't really see too far, so not looking at a whole lot right now. But it's still pretty up here. Check this thing out with the POW flag, MIA, US flag. Thanks for everyone that served. Just like Stick the Eagle just did. We have to use your imagination here. Pennsylvania and Delaware River and all kinds of stuff. Camelback Mountain, it's all over there. It's just right here. Can't you see it? Me neither. But it's over there. And if you really want to see the clouds, we could put a quarter in there and see that, but not going to see too far. Let's see what's to the north. New York State, I guess. There's that word again, I don't know how to say it. Kittatinny. Catskill Mountains are up there. Huguenot, Port Jervis, Mohonk, Middletown, Wallkill. It's all right there. All right, that was a long point two, straight uphill, but now we get to enjoy going back downhill without our packs on. And say goodbye to the memorial here. There's a little mini moment of zen for this morning. I don't know how long it's going to last, but this trail since mile 1343, just a little bit back there, has been smooth. And as far as I can see, is smooth. I don't know. I'm nervous to say it out loud. The rocks might hear me. Have they disappeared a little? Have they faded away? Stay tuned. My feet are really hopeful. I don't mind little pockets of rocks. There'll be plenty of it. In New Hampshire's going to be tons of rocks, but anyway, just need a break from them for a little while. Let's see. I'll let you know. So far, 1343. May have to reset that counter if we come into a big rock pile coming up, but I'll let you know. Stand by. What a change from the rocks up on the ridge line the last few days. Beautiful, beautiful little meadow. Stick the Eagle taking the lead. That man can walk fast. What a change. I don't know. I see a rock wall coming up, so there could still be a lot of rocks. But so far, nothing. Knock on wood. Filming YouTuber here. And another meadow. This is the second one here. Short order. The rocks are pretty much done. I don't know if there's more to come, but there were some after 1343, but not bad enough to reset the rock counter. We'll see, but check out this view. Started to clear up a little out here. The sun is out. See a little bit of blue skies poking through. Stick the Eagle up there taking the lead. Check out this honeybee colony. It probably just swarmed here a few minutes ago, I'm guessing. It's about the size of a basketball. They are coming and going, so there's a small chance they've built a honeycomb on there and maybe they weren't able to find a proper home yet. I'm curious. If this was at home, I would be putting them in a box right now. But I don't see enough comb there to even make it worthwhile to look to see if I can find some honey in there. I do have a head net, so they're probably pretty easy to work with right now, but I don't want to disturb them in case they're just set up for the night. All right, that was pretty cool. Got one sting out of it, right in my shoulder. One got trapped kind of under my my backpack strap. You know, when I'm home working the bees, I probably get stung 5, 10, 20 times a week. So not that I really like it, but it's fairly good for you. So I haven't been stung since I've been on the trail, so I don't mind at all. Getting a little shot of venom there helps keep up the my immunity to it, if you will. Normally I have no reaction to the sting other than, you know, it doesn't feel good, but it's not that bad. Wasp sting's a lot worse. Honeybees aren't too bad. But those girls just setting up home there, I figured they were pretty docile, and they were, but again, if you trap one right here where my thumb is, I don't know, if you pinch one or trap them or try to grab one, they'll sting you, even when they're nice bees. And I think that one, I was right on their flight path, standing right in front of their flight path, which is the worst place to be if you don't want to get stung. But I don't particularly care, so it was interesting, really cool. But they're right next to the trail, so I didn't want to get them too worked up because other people will be walking by there today. So they might not all be as non-reactionary as I am. I have no reaction. And some people misconstrue having swelling where a bee stings you as being allergic, but just swelling where a bee stings you is pretty normal. I just don't swell. But now if you get stung on the arm like this and your other half of your body swells up, or your throat, or some other non-local place, yeah, that's bad. It can be bad. But statistically speaking, it's only in the order of 2% of the world is actually allergic to bee stings. A lot of people have bad reactions to it, but it's just local. You know, you get stung above the eye and your eye swells up. Well, that's normal. Doesn't look good, doesn't feel good, still sucks. So you're not going to die from it. But the ones that are allergic, yeah, that's bad news. So I didn't want to get them riled up, just in case one of those 2%ers happens to walk by and get stung. So I got the first sting, got out of there before get the rest of the girls too excited. But anyway, I miss my bees. Look forward to going home after this and working on them and making sure they're healthy and give them whatever they need. Give them a little TLC. Although they don't appreciate it, they'll sting me. But I get them stung in the hand all the time. Anyway, beautiful out here in this farmland. See the place over there? Really cool. Anyway, and it's boardwalks here. Just swampy, marshy boardwalk. All right, let me get off here. Just wanted to relay my nice little sting story to you. That was good. I needed a little shot of venom. I know it sounds crazy, but it does help keep my reactions down to get stung every so often. I didn't do it on purpose, but I'm kind of glad it happened. So catch up soon. The eagle found. See some trail magic here. See those two coolers? What's in there, Stick?
It says sorry bears, the trail magic's not for you.
Nice.
I don't know what's in here yet.
We want everyone to have some magic. Yeah, only take one or two.
How to open.
Well, false alarm. The coolers are empty. This is sorry bears, the magic's not for you. It's the trash can. They do have straps across it to help slow down the bears trying to get into it. Thanks, Rudy. Thanks, Andrea. It's a little empty today, but appreciate the effort whenever you put it out here. It's a little view from the top of another pasture here. I think I got to climb up over that over there, past Quarry Road. Quarry. Anyway, gotta check for ticks after walking through grass like this. It's the only time so far I've seen them on me. Those 2 or 3 you saw in a previous video. And back into the woods here. I think I took a wrong turn. Looks like I'm back in the Florida swamp on the Ocean to Lake Trail. This could get interesting. I understand there may be some sections that are quite deep to walk through, but at least there aren't any alligators up here, I hope. Save those from Ocean to Lake hike back in December. They were fun to walk around. Well, let's go see what's up ahead. No more rocks, but swamp and mud. That's what I've run into. And a few rocks, but the mud's just as slow, but doesn't hurt quite as bad to walk through it. Let's see what's up ahead. So if it looks like you just stay with the white blazes, you automatically do a reroute around this flooded swamp area. I thought I had to walk through it, and maybe it was an option to go around, but it looks like it by default goes around right now. I wouldn't want to walk through that. I just did that Ocean to Lake Trail. It gets old, and at least there the water was clear. Here it's muddy. But anyway, we just go up here, just up a little higher than the water. There's a blaze to get us back into the woods here. Just a little higher than the swamp. We'll get right back at it. But it's still, if you just follow the blazes, you can't go wrong right now. Maybe later, but not right now. And there's the original route. See, these boards go right into the water up there. And then you have these boards talked about. Do it, blocked, I don't know what it all says, but I wouldn't go through there. And I don't mind, I don't really like it, but I don't mind going through swamps, even with gators. But this I don't think is any fun. But then we head up the trail this way. And we're still on the AT. It's just they've rerouted it to do that real short road walk to go around all that swampy area. So Bob and I decided to walk into Unionville. Here's the auction house yard at Unionville Antique Co-op. It's only about 0.4 on Lot Road. You just turn left. If you're going north, you turn left down this road here up to Main Street, and Wits End Tavern's up here. I think they have some good food. I may have some ribs if he's got any. I heard it's a neat little place. The guys yesterday at that pub, they were talking about it. I guess they bounced back and forth between this one and that Gyps I think was the name of the pub yesterday on that pond or on that lake. Anyway, let's go up here and see what's going on at Wits End. I'm not there yet at my Wits End or at the pub, but it's just that street at the end there next to that yellow house. Turn right and it's right there. Check out this old car. Turn it into a table? I don't know. I don't think my big butt fit in there. Is it an MG? I don't know my old British cars. Needs a little work. It might not be in running order. And they put a tabletop on, I guess, for the rain. So we got to the main road here at Wits End. Yeah, Wits End is right there next to that red dumpster. Steve Irwin grabbing the giant ribbon snake. I don't know. It's a garter snake, but I don't know the difference. It's pretty, whatever it is. I think he just pooed. I smell it. I don't know the difference. There's a ribbon snake and a garter snake.
Guess where the stripes are?
Did he pee on you?
Maybe a big guy.
There you go. Back to your rock. All right, Wits End. I had the ribs because of the recommendations on here, or on Far Out. They were pretty good. Ribs were good, the fries were good. The bartender was real nice. I didn't meet the owner, he wasn't in right now. Anyway, Wits End, definitely worth the 0.4 mile walk. It was a real easy walk too, so don't let it fool you. Don't let it intimidate you. It was easy. Here's New Jersey 284. There is a restaurant within a half a mile of here. I honestly can't remember which direction, but it's a half mile up that hill or a half mile down that hill, but pretty easy to get to. But we're obviously just ate, so time to move on after we play Frogger. Check out this view. Nope, got to get above the grass. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous out. Turn around in this pasture and boom, guess we have a view for a change. Another 3 or 4 miles tonight with one big climb. It's not real long, but it's vertical. Can hardly wait to see, and that's right before the shelter. So ought to be good and sweaty by the time I get to the top of that. It's like 1,000 feet per mile, which in layman's terms means it's going to suck. Anyway, stay tuned. Look at those purples, and looks like some of these colors are coming out on the camera. Very nice. But again, tick grass, we got to check at the end of this field. And I think it's official now, 1343, mile 1343 was the end of the mile after mile of rocks. There were still rocks and stones and lots of mud, but for the most part, that was the end of the long stretches of rocks. For now, I'm sure we'll get into them again at some point, but maybe we'll get a break for a day or two. Find out. Now tomorrow, we'll see, because tomorrow's, looks like it's a 25-mile day, I think. And muddy and rainy, but the rain may not come until afternoon. Well, if you want to sit and watch the sunset, maybe. I don't know which direction I'm facing, but sunrise probably over there. Sunset over that away. But I thought I read about these on Far Out. Somebody left a couple of chairs up here. Worst places to take a break. But we just ate. We don't need a break. Need to walk. Walk off some of those ribs and fries. Well, on the little 0.8 mile road walk, came across a big solar array, big solar field here. Good job, Jersey. They're kind of cattywampus, but that's okay. Doing more than most people are. But we came from that dead end road. Now we're gonna walk down here, total of 0.8 miles, and find the trail up this way some. Here we are in the wilds of New Jersey, and there's an eagle sleeping on the bench. Stick the eagle sleeping on the bench. What's going on, Stick? Good morning. Nice, let's go say hi to him. After spotting the wild eagle on the bench down there, this is Oil City Road, fishing and canoe access. I think the trail, we got to still go that way and climb those hills in the distance up there. That vertical 1,000-footer. All right, that was fun. This is New York right now. I didn't know we'd already crossed in to New York. Now we're gonna go up here, turn right. We'll be back in Jersey, and maybe we'll stay in Jersey until we're permanently in New York. Turn right and go around this swamp over here. And this is why this is so far to get to those mountains right over here to the left. We've got to go all the way around this thing and end up somewhere over here. Well, Pochuck Mountain Shelter sure isn't what I thought it'd be. You had to stand up and sleep on this one. Just kidding, this is just some shack next to the swamp here.
The door is lying there.
Yeah, there's the door. Put it on before you go to bed. Now we're getting ready to head up, and we haven't done the climb yet. The climb I've been dreading since this morning because it's vertical. And I'm just getting tired, so, but that's all right. Could be worse. You could be going all the way to Wawa Shelter in another 13 or 14 long miles through the swamp. Not for me. Tomorrow. Sleep's overrated. Got your Red Bull ready? All right, so we started over there, went all the way down there, crossed over. You see Bob coming up here, and road walk back, and just up here in front of Stick the Eagle, there's some white blazes to head up the mountain. Only a mile from Pochuck shelter, which is my home for the night. So one difficult mile coming up. Can tell how much I'm looking forward to this. All right, as soon as you turn off that little gravel road, boardwalk walking. This until the base of the mountain over there, I guess, or the hill. It's not too high. It's probably still only 1,000 feet or less on top of the hill tonight, but it's just straight up. Anyway, we'll enjoy the little boardwalk first. At Liberty's Corner Road, when you need water, you turn left, you come down, you got a beautiful view over the valley, and I believe it's this red barn where there's water. 50 cents a gallon. I don't have any change, so I'm hoping there's sometimes Trail Angel leave quarters there to use the machine. We'll find out, because I need some water for tonight, but maybe between 2 or 3 of us we can find a couple of quarters. Bob just noticed high points right there. See if I can zoom in. That highest point of Jersey with that big obelisk. You can just barely see it over there. All right, inside the red barn, there's a smoke mate machine, but it's not really smokes. It's stuff for water jugs and first aid kits and caps. And look at this. Luckily, because we had no quarters here. And there's a dispenser here. I think it comes out real fast. Anyway, let's do it. All right, New Jersey pulled a fast one. I'm climbing out after getting water at the red barn just before Pochuck, and it's rocks. I want my money back. He swore no more rocks. Just kidding. I know there'll be sections of rocks for the rest of this journey, but I was looking forward to some flat ground for a day or two, but that's okay. One little section won't break me. Just gonna slow me down a little. But it's not even 5 o'clock yet. We only have a quarter of a mile or so left to go. So just taking my time. Enjoying the ride. I need to work on my fitness anyway and burn off some of those ribs and fries from soda from lunch. All right, time to get moving. All right, finished that 0.4 mile steep climb. Wasn't as bad as I worked it up to be, luckily. And here's the shelter. People tarping and tenting and sheltering and more hammocks and all kinds of stuff everywhere. Pochuck shelter. All right, day 90 is in the books, and I met up with some people you may recognize. There's Rocket, haven't seen him in a while. He got a little furrier and a lot skinnier like me. There's Branch. Woo. There's Rock Lizard, killing it, doing their marathons, and Uncle Bob over here. But anyway, day 90 is in the books. That was only 19 and change today. Got 23 or 24 tomorrow. The rocks pretty much ended 1343 like we thought. But coming up to Pochuck, there were more rocks as you just saw. But I think tomorrow will be all right. But we'll find out. 4,000 feet of climbing tomorrow over 23 or 24 miles. I haven't set up my shelter yet. I'm gonna go set up a tarp, and no rain tonight, but all rain tomorrow, probably after lunch. It'll rain the rest of the day. My bag's still wet from last night, so I'm gonna go set it up. It's about 6 o'clock at night, and hopefully let it dry a little bit, just a little. It's just damp from all the clouds and fog last night. Anyway, stay tuned tomorrow. Let's see what's going on. But tomorrow is New York. You know, I was in New York a little bit, a mile or so today, but tomorrow I'll be in New York for indefinitely until we get through it, however far that is, and then on to Connecticut. Pick up my shoes in Connecticut, my 4th pair, and get to my 5th pair at a mile like 18 or 1900 up in Vermont or New Hampshire, and then on to Katahdin. Anyway, stay tuned and catch you tomorrow. Good night.